My name is Ajibola Tajudeen, but you can call me Keeme. And today you're watching Conversations with Keeme, a show where we ask stuff and we make stuff. Today we're going to be painting rocks for our Rockstar theme by Birdie this summer. Today's guest is Jeremy Sickles, who is an agent at Daniel Hoff Agency. Let's start painting our rocks. How long have you been a young agent?
So I have been franchised with the agency for about, I think it's 2+ years now. Being a young agent is really exciting, but very, very different. It's one of those lovely things where I get the opportunity to work with young people and know what they're going through. But at the same time, as any young person trying to establish himself, you sometimes have some difficulty. But I really love what I do, and getting to work for the Daniel Hoff Agency is really wonderful.
Do you always want to do what you do?
I actually began studying performance for musical theater, and I had no idea what an agent did when I was in school. Originally I wanted to be in casting, and I did that for about a year and a half between internships and some assistant work and different things of that nature. And then as a casting assistant, I worked with agents every day. I've loved it ever since. When I was in casting, it was mainly came down to two things. You look for talent, and you look for a good person. Can someone do the job, and do I want to do this job with someone?
What's your definition of talent?
Ooh, that's good. Someone who is trained and skillful and has something to say in whatever they want to do. Anyone in any sort of business, you have to have a certain set of skills to be able to succeed in this industry. But then, especially in the arts, you need to have a point of view. You have to have a reason to affect someone, because the arts is all about exploring the human condition. And having something to say and really putting your stamp on something is what makes people really interesting as performers.
What's the craziest audition that you've ever seen?
So, as an agent, I don't see as many auditions. People will audition for me if they take a class, or if I'm doing a charity event like Meals for Monologues or something like that. I was at a Meals for Monologue event, which if you haven't heard of it before, it's this wonderful event where through CSA, the Casting Society of America, basically run a food drive so that actors are allowed to audition for a set of industry members by donating cans of food to local food banks, which is a really wonderful program. And at that audition, I actually signed someone because she came in and she blew us out of the water. And she hadn't really done much before. She came to this audition hoping on a whim. And then, luckily, through hard work on both of our ends, about a year and a half later, she made her Broadway debut in the musical Beautiful. As someone who is young and who's having to proven himself a lot, I really think that it is sometimes lost on people of my generation or anybody that it's really, really important to hold yourself accountable for what you can control in this industry. Ensure that your materials are as representative of you as possible. That if your headshot and resume need updated, then you have the power to update it. Do it. If your reels need updated, you have the power to update them, so do it. How to be someone that everybody wants to work with, because that's how you get longevity in this career. It's very interesting that a lot of times the most talented person does not always get the job. It usually comes down to who do you know? Who wants to work with you? Who do you have a good reputation working with? And then your career just keeps going. A lot more to do with who you are as a person than how astronomically talented you are.
How do you stay so organized?
Ooh, I'm very lucky that I'm very A-type, which is the greatest thing and the worst thing sometimes for my work habits. But I have a paper planner that I consider my brain, and I have one folder that is considered my life, that everything goes in and out of that order. I'm big about marking things down, knowing things in and out, and educating myself as much as possible. But I will always work my hardest to be the most educated person in the room. All of the work pays off. If you write things down, there's a much greater chance of you retaining that information than if you just say it out loud or if you just think about it. And it's really important to be able to keep organized or stay professional in that way.
What would you like to say to young leaders who want to lead in the world?
Ooh, do it. We can sometimes get so wrapped up in our own heads of saying the things that we can't do or worrying about things that we don't have 100% control over. Just to start. Because once you start, whether it's through education or whether it's through volunteering or whether it's through joining something new, you get the opportunity to show up and get a seat at the table.
The New Paradigm Theater is doing Bye Bye Birdie. For more information, go here to NPT's website. Our partnership this year is the Veterans of America. What are some words of encouragement that you would like to say to the young men and women in the service?
Ooh. Number one, thank you. Thank you for your service. We take so many things for granted in our own lives every day because we get wrapped up in our job drama or relationship drama or do I have a nice enough car or a nice enough house? But we are afforded so many of those liberties and so many of those wonderful things because of the men and women at our service. I am lucky enough to do what I do in this industry because I believe I am helping toward a greater good and trying to affect people who may need to hear a message or may need some escapism or whatever their journey may be. They have the ability to express themselves or love themselves more because of the arts. The men and women of service are contributing to society in a way that is unfathomable. They are a part of this incredible unit that gives us all the ability to live safer and with more love and with more ability to explore what I do for a living. You're a part of something so large, and we are all so thankful for what you do.
It's time to show our work.
Yours is so much more elaborate than mine.
Thank you so much, Jeremy, for joining us on Conversations with Keeme. I hope you guys enjoyed the lovely view here at Emmanuel Church. They're so kind to let us use their space. And I want you guys to remember, young leaders out there, your voice is your power. So use it. Keeme out.
There's a bee in your hair.
There's a what? Is there what? Is it gone? Is it out?
I can't tell.
What's the craziest? A bee. What would you say to young leaders? Oh my God! What is that? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
It's a bee?
What just happened?
It was a bee.
Conversations with Keeme is produced with support from the Department of Economic and Community Development, Connecticut Office of the Arts, which also receives support from the National Endowment for the Arts, a federal agency.